Let's talk about some skateboarding do's and don'ts. Starting off with number 1, do not wear a helmet. Now really, this is just a personal choice, but I highly recommend if you are new to skateboarding, please wear a helmet and don't not wear one. If you're inexperienced on a skateboard, there's a higher chance you can injure yourself, and there really isn't a time where I would not recommend somebody to wear a helmet. So for me, I actually do not wear a helmet when I'm skating flat ground. That's really just a personal choice, only because I feel comfortable not to wear one when just skating flat ground. But when I go to a skate park, almost like 99% of the time now, I am wearing a helmet. So to me, there's no excuse for potential brain damage, so just protect yourself. Now, if you don't want to wear one, that's up to you, but I definitely recommend wearing a helmet, especially if you're starting off. So do wear a helmet. Now, number 2, I know when starting off in skateboarding, you see people do all these crazy fun tricks and you want to just jump straight into it. Well, I would say do not jump straight into tricks. And the main reason for this is because I think a lot of people need to work on building up their board control. So pretty much just riding on the skateboard, pushing on the skateboard, turning on the skateboard, just getting comfortable with the board itself. Now, I can definitely say this helps a lot because when I was younger, I kept ignoring people. They were saying, hey, dude, you should get more comfortable on the board before you're trying the kickflip, because I would be on the board kind of like shaking, wobbling. I was not comfortable. So do make sure that you actually ride on the skateboard more than actually trying tricks. Now, don't get me wrong, this doesn't mean you shouldn't try tricks at all. You can still try them, but I'm recommending to put more of an emphasis on just getting comfortable being on the board, especially if you're just starting off. So trust me, it's gonna pay off in the long run. Don't jump straight into the tricks too fast. Just trust me. All right, number 3, do not compare yourself to others too much. So like I was mentioning in the last one, you could see people doing all these tricks. It looks super impressive and it might make you feel down even. And some people might even be progressing faster than yourself. Now, if you're focusing on, why can't I be like them? Why are they better than me? Then it's only going to create those negative thoughts. So really just focus on your own progression and know that everybody progresses at their own rate. And just know everybody you see doing kickflips, tray flips, triple flips, whatever trick it is, they all started off as beginners. So they were in your shoes at one point and they just kept practicing and got better. Now, don't focus too much at the speed that they got better, but just know they had to put in practice just like you. So don't be too hard on yourself. Number 4, this actually might go against my channel. It is don't get too hung up on watching tutorials. Now, I have a whole bunch of tutorials on my channel, so make sure to check them out. I've heard they're really helpful, but don't look at too many tutorials just trying to find, the secret tip that's gonna help you. Most of the time, it really comes down to your time and practice. So all the time that you're spending watching tutorials, you can actually be spending that time going outside and putting in the work. Now, don't get me wrong, tutorials are nice. And sometimes some videos can help you figure out that secret tip. But just make sure you actually go out and practice so you can actually make some progress towards that trick. So again, you can watch my tutorials on my channel. I do recommend it, but don't get too hung up on them. Make sure you actually go outside and practice. Number 5, please do not rush into skating when you get injured. If anything is gonna make it worse, you can try to put on an ankle brace or a wrist brace, whatever it is, you're pretty much gonna be putting more stress on that injury instead of just sitting down and letting it heal. So just make sure you actually take the time to rest up, treat your injury, let it heal. And I actually have a full video covering how to recover quickly from skate injuries, so make sure you check that out after this video. But I can't stress enough, just please don't skate on your injury. Just take your time. If anything, you can make it worse from what it was when it first started. Number 6, this one is a personal one for me, especially when I was starting off. Don't wait too late to start expanding your skateboarding. So what I mean by this, if you mainly skate flat ground a lot, don't wait too long to maybe skate some skate parks that have more obstacles, maybe skate transition, rails, just things that are different from what you do that could expand your skateboarding. So this isn't really too much of a deal, but it can halt your progress, especially if you're jumping into it really late. I remember being able to triple flip on flat ground, but I didn't know how to 50-50 yet. So just make sure, if you can, just start off early skating different types of obstacles as early as you can so you don't really get stuck in one area of skating. Now, this is really all up to you, but if you're trying to progress and get better, just make sure you're trying different areas of skating. Number 7, do not quit skateboarding when you get mad. So I can tell you firsthand, skateboarding is hard. It is not easy. For me, I was always the slowest to progress in my entire skate group. It took a lot more work from me compared to my friends. And there actually were points where I actually quit skateboarding for a little bit, but I ended up coming back. So what I recommend is just keep at it, just keep pushing. Every time you go out and skateboard and practice, you are making progress, even if it doesn't feel like it. And just know it is fine to take breaks too. Like if you're having a bad session, you just want to call it quits for the day, that's fine. But don't just give up on skateboarding because of a few bad sessions, or you feel like you aren't making progress, because it does take time and practice. So pretty much, even though I found my way back into skateboarding a lot, from the times that I quit, if I really just stuck with it and just kept progressing, I would be so much better than I am now. But I took off that time, so it's whatever, but that was lost time for progression. So please, I'm begging you, don't give up on your skateboarding. If you need someone to tell you, just keep pushing. Trust me, you'll get better. I know it's hard, but you're gonna make it through. So make sure to leave down in the comment section below what are your do's and don'ts in skateboarding. And then also be sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications if you wanna be notified whenever I upload a new video. I have a whole bunch of skateboarding tutorials and advice on this channel, so make sure to check those videos out. But otherwise than that, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.